Yesterday was June 8th, and it marked the first year of Anthony Bourdain's death. And his death brought me one of the most intense obsessions, sadness that I can remember in a long time, other than Robin Williams, and both, a suicide. So I mean, but I have to say that Bourdain's death brought me something positive. Shall I say positive? Maybe. Which is, after that, I stopped reading the news and watching the news on television because I realized that this addiction to news brought me a huge amount of anxiety and unhappiness. I'm not going to get into all the happiness, unhappiness thing because the definition of all that is quite silly, really. But I will say this. Um, this idea of pursuing the latest fact, which isn't really a fact, it's only an idea, and it's based on something that was already decided on higher grounds by corporations and presidents and prime ministers. It's you're basically pursuing a plot, a theatrical plot. There's very little you can do because it's not really interactive theater. It's it's traditional theater. But you're made to believe that you can do something about that through social media. So people go out, write, these posts are liked by, a certain amount of people, or they go out in the streets and they protest. They do the march, holding this, that, and the other. Basically it turns out to be nothing. And we can see that so clearly, since Trump took power. And, nothing happens in spite of the fact that we, the intellectuals, do everything we can to grab the guy, but we can't do it. So, it's funny, but I'm about to be 65, but I am not as unhappy as I used to be, like maybe 2 years ago. So that's very difficult to admit, but I am admitting it, and I think that's due to the fact that I am commemorating a year of sobriety from the addiction of news and all that, that stuff. And so I've got more time to enjoy life. As Beckett put it so beautifully once, I'm unhappy, but I'm not unhappy enough.